This is the Phillies Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
No. Welcome in. Phillies win. Jhoan Duran got a ball off his foot, off his shin, off his ankle. I don't know. It was on the ricochet. It was off the bounce, which I thought would be good in all this. When I saw the replay, I was like, oh, good, it bounced. And then he's limping around. He looks really hurt. He can't put weight on it. They have to go and get the bullpen cart because those still exist, evidently. And they have to take him off the field, and he can't pitch, and David Robertson has to come in and pitch the ninth inning. Phillies win 6-2. They get back-to-back home runs from Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be glued to my social media throughout the postcast tonight and try to figure out what is going on with Jhoan Duran. Because obviously, this would suck if he has to miss any amount of time. Just going to keep my eyes peeled over here. If I see anything tonight that is of significance during the program, I will certainly belt it out to you as fast as humanly possible, because this is obviously a giant concern. All right. Seeing this, Rob Thompson saying, feels better, think I can walk, but wanted him on the cart. That's coming from my good friend Michael Barkan, quoting Rob Thompson afterwards, who was quoting Jhoan Duran. Actually, feel better. I think I can walk, but wanted him on the cart. Okay, let's hope that just keeps on keeping on right now, and we'll be okay. Let's just hope that it's all okay. After the Phillies waking up in the seventh inning offensively, after having a first inning that showed a lot of promise and letting Mackenzie Gore then settle in after that, and then also letting a seventh inning that they almost let slip away, despite having 2 on with 1 out and a pitcher that clearly couldn't throw strikes. Edmundo Sosa didn't want to figure that out for himself in that 7th inning. Stott worked a 4-pitch walk. Marsh worked a 5-pitch walk. Turner swung at a 2-0 fastball, I believe it was, down and in the sweet spot. I'll give him that, but he missed it. You got to hit that if you're going to swing at it when the pitcher's trying to give you a game. And then Kyle Schwarber got a hanging slider that he belted out of there. So you're feeling good. Good vibes, babe. Good vibes. Strom did his job. Kerkering did his job. Tanner Banks did his job. And then, all right, you know what? You have Jhoan Duran come into this game, and I know some people might look at it and go, how dare you, Rob Thompson, have Jhoan Duran come into this game? I have no issue with Jhoan Duran pitching in this game whatsoever. He has not gotten work in a while. I have no problem with him coming in to get some work. He hasn't pitched in, this would have been 5 days. I let him go out there, and I let it rip. I have no issue with him going into the game. I have an issue with him getting hurt, unfortunately, but you got to get the guy work, man. I have no problem. I know it wasn't a safe situation. You got to get him work. I don't have a problem. I have a problem with him getting hurt. And look, hopefully he's true to his word, that he does feel like he can walk, that he does feel better after the game. Hopefully put some weight on it. Looking to see if anybody else has anything else on this one. So far, no. But an obvious buzzkill for the season, a buzzkill for this win, obviously. Fan since 09, Jhoan Duran just assaulted in D.C. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm just watching it again. But he really couldn't put weight on that one. That was tough to watch. All right. We're all going to be keeping our eyes peeled social media, I'm sure, to see if anything comes up. I know in the chat you'll also keep me abreast of the situation as we break it all down. I will say welcome into Locked On Phillies Postcast. My name is Mark Farzetta. Connor Thomas has you covered each and every day with your Locked On Phillies daily podcast. I got you covered each and every day with your Locked On Phillies Postcasts. I will say in the early goings of this one, so nobody misses it, I'll repeat it again at the end of the show. No postcast tomorrow night, I don't think. I will be hosting an event for Jason Kelce. Yeah. So Jason Kelce comes calling, you drop what you're doing and you run on over there. So I'll be hosting an event for his beer sales, as a matter of fact. I'll be doing a Q&A with him and an audience in Phoenixville tomorrow night. So doesn't look like I'll be able to. Hopefully I will. Hopefully I can get out of there in time. But just to let you know, I got that going on tomorrow night. Phillies did pick up their 70th win of the season, which is great. The New York Mets, last I looked, are trailing. So it looks like, yes, 11-9 in the top of the ninth inning. Mets trying to stage a little bit of a comeback here with one out in the top of the ninth inning in Flushing, New York. So that game, they will get the last bats, obviously. But it was a 11-6 game. And then Alvarez got up there and hit the 3-run home run. So now it's a 11-9 game. Let's hope that the Seattle Mariners can stay on top of the New York Mets so the Phillies can reclaim a 6-game lead over the Mets in the NL East. Now, as for this game today, let's start it out.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
The Locked On Player of the Game, as far as I'm concerned today, is Kyle Schwarber, the Schwarbarian himself, hitting his 43rd home run of the season. A 3-run homer in the 7th inning to give you the warm and fuzzies about this one, breaking a 2-2 tie and giving the Phillies a 5-2 lead. Now, here's what was so great about it, okay? Now, I'm going to double down on this because it was similar to last night, where this is also our...
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Kyle Schwarber's home run in the 7th inning. So this is the way this one went down. Now, the way this started out was obviously a 2-2 game at this point. You got Beater coming into the game. You got Sosa stepping up to the plate. Sosa goes up in the count 2-0. He is up in the count with a pitcher coming in, a pitcher who has been struggling, a pitcher in Mackenzie Gore who had been dominant after the first inning. So you finally get into that bullpen. Edmundo Sosa goes up there 2-0 and then decides to swing at everything, and he ends up striking out. Not wise. Bryson Stott, for all the guff that he might deserve for the last 3 months, he has certainly been a lot better in August. And even though we give him, well, we don't give him guff, we acknowledge the struggles of 3 months, 3.5 months. He comes up to the plate, and he can certainly work a walk. He can certainly work a count, and he does just that. 4 pitches, 4 balls. He gets on first base with 1 out. All right, tie ball game. You got a runner on first base. Brandon Marsh then steps up there because he's now in the ball game against the righty Beater. So then Marsh works a 5-pitch walk. First and second, 1 out. What do you got, Trey Turner? They go to the bullpen. They bring in Plinkington. He swings at a 2-0 fastball, I believe it was, down and in the zone. Certainly a sweet spot, and he misses it. So now you got first and second with 2 outs, Kyle Schwarber stepping up. All right, now you're just helping out the pitchers. Kyle Schwarber takes the first pitch. It's out of the zone, 1-0. Then Pilkington, he hangs a slider on a coat rack at the shoulders for Kyle Schwarber, and he does not miss this baseball. 3-run home run. Kyle Schwarber, the player of the game for this. Turning point of the game. Phillies are up 5-2. All is right with the world. Bryce Harper, by the way, I didn't even mention, 456 feet. He Schwar blasts this Schwar bomb into the second deck at Nationals Park. Very next batter in this 5-2 game now, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper's down in the count 1-2. What does Pilkington do? He hangs another pitch, another slider, and Bryce Harper doesn't miss this one. Dead center field, 414 feet. Phillies now up 6-2. That, of course, the turning point of the game. That, of course, the way the game would end with the Phillies getting the 6-2 win. Bottom of the 7th inning, Kerkering comes in, slams the door, 11 pitches on the 7th inning. Slams the door in the 7th inning, that is. Strom comes in, their first pitch walk. Oh, my God, what are we doing? Then 1, 2, 3 after that, including a fastball 3-pitch strikeout of Wood, gets him looking at a fastball, gets the rest of them to go down 1-2-3 after that. 9th inning, Jhoan Duran comes in the bottom of the 9th inning to try to close this out, throws 4 pitches to DeYoung, and DeYoung hits the splitter with a 1-hopper. I thought it originally was off the shin. The head-on view, the side view is a little misleading. The head-on view of it from like behind the bat or behind the umpire looking at Jhoan Duran, it looked like he got it off the one bounce off his shin. But we'll see what they say after the game. I'll go back to it. And he's got to leave the game. It did not look good in the least bit. Tough to put weight on it. Limping. He's trying to get over because the ball is obviously in play. So they're trying to get over to make a play. Jhoan Duran is in pursuit of the baseball, and he just can't put weight on it. Now, again, according to what I'm seeing on social media, he feels like he can walk. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that that'll be the case and that he is just A-okay, fine. But in the meantime, I will be panicked until I see him out there for the Phillies again. Still nothing. Nothing more specific, that is, on Jhoan Duran. This sucks. This sucks. There's some of these that are just mean. And yeah, how about that? Bullpen carts. I know they're very rare, but they're back. Who's this dude? I have no idea who this person. I'm not going to quote them because I don't want to put it out in the stratosphere. Rob Thompson said after the game, going for X-rays, didn't want to take any chances, so Duran was carted off the field. Okay, that sounds more along the lines of that. Okay. No, I can't play that, unfortunately. All right, so we all got our fingers crossed. As for what you'll be talking about.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Yeah, you're going to be talking about Jhoan Duran and be like, is he okay? Is he all right? Are we okay? Are we good? Are we fine? All right, we're good? Okay, we're good. I think you're going to be talking about not capitalizing more on that first inning. You're going to be talking about the back-to-back home runs by Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper in the 7th inning. I think you're going to be talking about this. I didn't even mention this. Zack Wheeler. I haven't even mentioned it. Zack Wheeler, looking at his numbers on tonight, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, did give up a solo home run, struck out 6, 2 walks, 97 pitches to get through 5 innings of work. 97 pitches. That's a lot for Zack Wheeler. But I said on my own daily podcast earlier today, I said there's one thing that I'm going to be looking for when it comes to Zack Wheeler today, and his first pitch. His first pitch of the game against the Texas Rangers was 94. And I think we all went, ugh, that's not right. Where's the 96? Where's the 97? Where's the tickling of 98? So this pitch tonight, first pitch fastball, 96 miles per hour. I went, oh, thank God. Now, throughout the night, it did start to dwindle a little bit. He hit 94 more consistently. He hit 95 a couple times. There were 5 full counts that he got into in these games. And Josh Bell, oh my goodness gracious, that 12 pitch at bat that he ran up on Wheeler was a bit of a rough one for old Wheels there. He went into 12 pitch at bat in the 3rd inning. That's a 12 pitch at bat. He threw 22 pitches in total in that inning, and it was still a 1-2-3 inning. He struck out Wood on a looking at a sweeper. He struck out Abrams on a 3-2 fastball. That was a 96-mile-per-hour fastball, by the way, in that 3rd inning. And then Bell steps up there, hits 8 foul balls. Of those 12 pitches, 8 of them were foul balls. How about that? But bottom line is he got out of that one, and you saw him hit 96 in the 3rd inning. Didn't see too many 96s after that. I don't think he hit 96 again in the 5th. In the 5th inning, he threw a 94-mile-per-hour fastball to strike out Hassel. and he threw a curveball to strike out Abrams in that 5th inning, another full count, a 3-2 curveball to get him on that, looking at a curveball, by the way. But all in all, no, he still doesn't look like the Zack Wheeler that we're used to. This could be a dead arm period. This could just be a rough go of it here. Hopefully, maybe he gets another day off or something like that. But maybe they skip maybe with Aaron Nola coming back and pitching the finale on Sunday that he comes out here and you get another starter in this rotation. He goes 6-man rotation, whatever it might be. But you want to see Zack Wheeler push through. The fact that he was able to still hit 96 tonight after only being able to get it to about 94 in Texas in his previous start after 2 more days of rest, I think hitting 96 with his first pitch tonight and then hitting it again as the night went on, that's obviously a very good sign. Still, though, not the pitcher we're used to seeing, not the level of talent and domination we have clearly seen before from Zack Wheeler. But you hope, although it's 97 pitchers, you hope that once that velo comes back with a little bit more consistency, you'll see him start to have those put-away pitches that we're used to. Also, 6 strikeouts still. That ain't nothing. 6 strikeouts in 5 innings, that ain't bad. Just 2 walks. Didn't hit anybody. Hit 2 in his previous one. That was a little bit of a rough one. But good to see that from Zack Wheeler tonight, at least getting it up there to 96 miles per hour. All right. When we come back, we're going to take your comments on this one, see where your worry is when it comes to Jhoan Duran. Maybe you saw something I didn't. Feel free to throw it in there. We'll be back after this. This is Locked On Phillies postcast and the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. How about 5-hour energy transfusion? Time to fuel up with 5-hour energy transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the golf course or just need a little extra boost to power through your day, 5-hour energy transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. How about this? Think about the wildest shot you ever made. Do you need a little energy boost before that? Maybe you just got called to be the last-minute fourth in a foursome. Need a little boost of energy? 5-hour energy transfusion is for you. Golf's all about the good times and the good people and good flavors. Again, the grape, ginger, lime flavor of 5-hour energy transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the beverage cart. Now you can amp up your fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the United States of America. Tee up that trip, huh? Visit 5hewin.com. That's right. For full rules and entry. That's 5, F-I-V-E-H-E, win.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament, unfortunately. Ends October 31st, 2025. That's 5-hour energy transfusion. Before I get into the chat check, I will do another perusing here. This is when you just jump right on and do a program for you wonderful people. Try to have all you can on the subject. I just see one comment. I see everyone is acting rationally about Jhoan Duran. Here it is, ScottLauber.Inquirer.com. Jhoan Duran emerged from X-ray, walked on his own power with head athletic trainer Paul Bichette, and went into the training room for treatment. Okay, walked under his own power. Thank you, Scott Lauber. Does a great job, by the way, for Inquirer.com. All right, and did that go final yet? While I'm here, just perusing the internet for everybody. Seattle Mariners did win 11-9. Phillies pick up a game on the Mets, so they're back to a 6-game lead in the NL East because the Mets suck, as we know. Okay. All right. I'm going to start backwards here. Philly Nate, thank you, Seattle. Dr. MP, even with the Phillies' struggles, seems all the top teams having a bit of a slow month except the Brewers. I can't sleep after the Duran injury. Oh, my God, laugh out loud. Okay, we can all breathe. I was looking for a minute there. I was looking for a paper bag in my kitchen just to. Duran took it off the ankle. It looked like that. Yeah, Ankle, shin, foot. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was the foot. I thought it was a little higher. So, yeah, ankle I could definitely see. Wills has pitched a lot of innings. Still didn't look his best, Dr. MP, I agree. Duran be back just in time for the offense to score no runs in the playoffs. Everyone's saying the ankle. Okay. He's a pro. Don't believe in that manager speak. Just don't. Paid to do a job. Do it. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah. Sosa had a bad night, but he's a 350 hitter against righties. Edmundo Sosa? We talking about the same Sosa here? Are we confusing? Or are we getting our Sosas crossed? I just looked at this the other night, and I could have sworn that he was hitting like 210 against right-handed pitching. And, of course, now this is going to take forever because I got everything uploaded now. And it's a pain in the arse. I'll get this to you. Edmundo Sosa is a 206 hitter now against right-handed pitching. 206 with a 229 on-base percentage. No bueno. Sosa is not a good performer against right-handed, but thank you. There you go. Sorry, but that's bull. He works his arm out. Yeah, I get it, but it's not a game situation. I'd rather have him in the game situation. I know these guys are working out. I don't mind it. Joseph Brennan was season not over. We'll have Alvarado back in 3 days. He pitched another scoreless inning tonight. I think he's his fourth since he came back. Yeah, and look, it's still going to help the Phillies just go out there and do, just get through the stretch run of the rest of the season. And you know what else it'll do? It might rest another arm in the bullpen. Seth Bass or Bass. Bass or Bass. If we didn't trade for Duran, we would have traded for Helsley, who has blown 3 saves in 3 opportunities. Well, there's a reason why the Mets wanted Jhoan Duran and had to settle for Helsley. Fire Rob, what he buzz. Wait, hold on a second. Polar Buck. No, I missed that. Jordan Romano actually was warming up. I'm good. Graham, what's up, buddy? Take the win, but not impressive. Should dominate this opponent. I agree. Mark C, I hope Duran has ankles of stone. I get it. That's funny. Everyone now early in the chat's talking about just hoping Duran's okay. It looks like it'll be all right. Wait, Nick Castellanos has not drawn a walk in August? Well, when you're 1 for 37 or whatever it is now, 1 for your last 37. By the way, I just had him in the month of August. Last night I was talking about him. I think in the month of August, Nick Castellanos was 1 for 29 at the close of last night. I'd be very curious. He's down to 252 now on the season. Damn, that's terrible. $149 in the month of August going into tonight. In the last month, he's hitting 178. He's 1 for his last 29, 7 for his last 51. That ain't going to do it. That's pretty terrible. No bueno. Thanks to everybody in the chat. You guys are wonderful as per usual. So Scott Lauber is the last I saw, Phillies beat writer for Inquirer.com. Jhoan Duran emerged from the X-ray, walked on his own power with head athletic trainer of the Phillies, and went into the training room for treatment. All right. Walking under his own power is more than what he was doing in the game, or out of the game, that is. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Again, no postcast. I'm going to try my darndest. I will say that. I'm going to try my darndest to do a postcast tomorrow. Phillies are going to be back. That's the wrong button. Phillies are going to be back at it against the Nationals for Game 3 of this 4-game series, looking to at least clinch a split, which is still going to be very disappointing if that's all they're able to do. Phillies also, by the way, 70 and 52 tomorrow. The game's at 4:05 tomorrow. That's right. So, yeah, no postcast tomorrow. Taijuan Walker against Cade Cavalli. Is that an opener for them tomorrow? Or is he just not thrown a lot this year? Yeah, no, he's the third start on the season as you have to pick up a win. There we go. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys are great as per usual. We'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Locked On Phillies. Locked On Phillies postcast. Locked On Phillies daily podcast as well with Connor Thomas each and every day. Oh, that's beautiful. Seth Bass. Ariel? Is that how you say that? Arielle? Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate that. Go Phils. Go Phils. My daughter just turned 6, Emanuela. Look at us. The lovely names. Thanks, Seth. I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for watching, Ariel, as well. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Catch you guys on Sunday. So hope for that. John Messina, I just read it off there. He walked on his own power. That's all we got so far. After getting x-rays, no word yet on the x-rays. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I will see you. Have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys on Sunday for Aaron Nola's start. See you then. Bye.